Before we get into this video, there are going to be spoilers for Fire Emblem Heroes Book 5, Chapter 6. Because I need to talk about this, and I guess general spoilers for other Fire Emblem games. I won't be going too in-depth on them, but just general spoilers. Specifically for Fates, Awakening, Echoes, Binding Blade, and the Church Route of Three Houses. But those are just vague. I won't say too much. Oh yeah, and I guess spoilers for the Tellius games. Look, this is a video I want to make for a while. This just gives me the time to say it. So spoilers. Wow. Just wow. I can't believe how cliche the writing in Heroes has gotten. I can't tell if they're trying to be self-aware or not. So this is a video I want to make on Fire Emblem for a while. I'm going to put on the exact text that got me to make this video. During the most recent chapter, the character Eitri says, even after summoning, without the power of the God Dragon, I cannot bind them by contract. Which, this feels like the most cliche Fire Emblem Heroes thing, and the most cliche Fire Emblem thing combined. So, let's start with why it's a cliche Fire Emblem Heroes thing, and I'm talking about the damn contract line. So, here are the reasons why heroes join the antagonists in the story. Book 1, Veronica signed them by contract. Book 2, Veronica signed them by contract. Book 3, they're signed by contract. Are you noticing a theme? Book 4, they never gave a reason. My guess is since we're in the dream/nightmare realm, that Freya is creating them, using her magic as, like, dream versions which are fighting for her. And Book 5. She just told us why. She's summoning heroes like the summoner and binding them by a contract. Because, of course! Yeah, let's bind everyone by a damned contract. My dog's getting concerned because of how frustrated I'm getting at this. It's like, here's the thing. It's fine for Book 1. Book 2, I can see it since Veronica is on the antagonist side mostly. I think it would have been a lot cooler if, like, kind of the similar reason why some characters that ROCs joined him. Like, imagine basically for all the heroes, and I believe they did this for, what's his name? The guy who got poisoned by Muddin in a Fire Emblem trailer. Him. But, like, he has a reason. He's the only hero who in the contract books. But it's like, could you have just said, like, couldn't you have just stated that by one of the characters, be it Hellbindy, Levitine, or Lejourn, like, yeah, most of these heroes are basically their family is basically being held hostage by Surtur. And hell, she's killed them all. Now they're servants of the dead. Book 4 is the only one with a good excuse. And then Book 5, hey, so I'm summoning them, Emma, and now they're bound by contracts. So spoilers for Fire Emblem games now that aren't heroes. So this actually gets back to a discussion I had a few years ago with a friend about the Tellius games that neither of us had played. Which is weird considering we both own the consoles and both like this series. But hey, That's unimportant. One sec, guys. So, I was kind of just doodling away like I do, and I was drawing Micaiah's bird, which I had no idea what its name was. So, here's basically how the conversation went. It's probably not going to be 100% accurate. Also, I'm just going to do a different voice for the other person. Hello. That's good enough, right? It's distinguishable we're two different people. Right, guys? I feel so bad for him. He's probably not going to watch this video, though, but... Hey, what's the name of Micaiah's bird? It'd be a spoiler if I told you. It's Yoon, isn't it? Yeah. For clarification, this happened pretty recently after Yoon got added into Fire Emblem Heroes. And also, if you want to check out the artists that made those two assets I used in the video, the one for my friend is actually drawn by him. Super talented artist, who's the friend of mine. Don't tell him I sent you. I'm going to leave the link to his Twitter in the description. And then the one of myself was a chibi I commissioned, I think, 2 years ago now, which is usually in the link in the descriptions of most of my videos. And they're one of the two artists that made assets for my channel, aside from myself, as I have made a few, like my Twitter icon, my second channel icon. Really, I just wanted my stuff to look professional, but that's not the point. Now you might be wondering, how is that the case? How was it that obvious? It's called This Is What Every Fire Emblem Game Is Like with Yoon. Let's look at the final boss of Fire Emblem Echoes. It is Duma, a god dragon. Okay, how about Awakening? Grima, a god dragon. Okay, there's no way it can just be like this for every game. Three Houses? Oh. True ending of Fire Emblem Binding Blade. Hey, look! I'm a god dragon! Fine, okay, how about Fates? God dragon go brrr. Are you kidding me? Like, this isn't just a problem with Fire Emblem. It's a problem with a lot of RPGs. But Fire Emblem especially, it's always a god dragon. Like, when I'm playing an RPG, it's like, this is such a good RPG. It's been very different than a lot of ones I play. And the final boss is God. Of course. It's a problem with most RPGs. But Fire Emblem especially, because it's always, hey look, I'm a god dragon. And in this one, they are literally referring to something as God Dragon. Like, I think they're trying to be self-aware, but... Like, genuinely, this is a complaint I've had with the series for a while, and I've wanted to make a video on it. I've only played 2 Fire Emblem games out of every Fire Emblem game I've played where the final boss wasn't a god dragon. Yep. I guess you could count Binding Blade. The final boss is Sephiel if you don't go for the true ending. And then the true ending boss is Eden, but that's still a dragon with godlike powers. Would be Fates, technically? Birthright has a dragon for the final boss, and then Conquest doesn't. But it's a guy possessed by the god dragon. And then Three Houses, I've only played 3 of the routes. So far, one of them hasn't had a god dragon for the final boss. Good sign. Maybe we're 50-50 in that game. But still, it's a problem I have with the Fire Emblem series in general, and this just made me want to talk about it. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts? And go ahead and go to the links in the description to check out the artist who made my asset and my friend. Bye.